Step into the world of GBA Enterprises, Dominica's leading beverage supplier where quality and variety meet. Our vision is to exceed your expectations with an exciting selection of beverages from the finest wines to unique spirits and beers. Discover our commitment to bringing you the best with a focus on enhancing your business and personal experiences. Join us at GBA Enterprises and taste the difference quality makes. Visit us on 106C Independence Street in Rosa, Dominica. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Parlé with your girl Cranberry. I am here at the home of Parlé, Tropical Blends Cafe. Of course, this show is brought to you compliments GBA Enterprises, the distributors of Le Coq Premium Select Beer, available right here in Dominica. And all of these products that you see right here, there is a line of cocktails which are alcoholic, non-alcoholic, tonic for your chasers, and beers. There are two types of beers. There is the Premium Select and the Premium Export. So visit GBA Enterprises on 106C Independence Street for all your beverage needs. I am super excited today because I have a very prolific Calypsonian in the house in the name of Black Diamond. His actual name is Jamal Lloyd. Jamal, what's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm very happy to have you on Parlé with Cranberry. And I'm sure a lot of people want to know your story. So for those who are interested, because I got a lot of requests to interview you, tell us a little bit about who is Jamal Lloyd.
Jamal Lloyd, a simple guy from Massa, was mainly involved in sports, especially basketball. Found the love for Calypso at 18 years old, and ever since I've been in the vibe from that time. So.
Okay, and tell us, how did the name Black Diamond come about? Why Black Diamond?
Oh, it actually came from my sister.
Okay.
It was random, actually. So I took the name, I went through with it, and it came out well. Everybody liked it. So.
Okay, so you're a Lloyd. And we know that the Lloyds have been known for being very involved in music in Dominica, particularly Calypso. Your dad is a Calypsonian, your uncle is also a Calypsonian. So did their influence cause you to want to be involved in Calypso? Was it sort of like a family musical legacy for you to venture into Calypso? Tell us how you got into Calypso.
Yeah, I can say that. I remember young days as a child, maybe like from about 3 years old, my father playing, they used to have cassettes back in the day, so I have quite a bit of age. So they used to have cassettes back in the day. We used to play Sparrow cassettes every Saturday morning, and we used to listen to those songs. Even my sister knew the songs as well, so we grew a liking for it. Mm-hmm. And I think in 2006, mm-hmm. my uncle went up for Calypso. Also, my sister went up for Junior Monarch in 2007. Mm-hmm. And I still wasn't ready to go up as yet. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I saw my father join the ring in 2008, I think it was, yeah. After a couple of years, 2012, I decided to throw my talents into the arena.
Okay. So tell us, share the backstory behind your first performance and what it felt like stepping onto that stage with so many, big names in the business.
Yeah, I remember being backstage, and honestly, strange to everyone I've told this story, I never had stage fright.
Oh, that's awesome.
Backstage chilling, and I noticed even like some veteran Calypsonians that were at the eliminations having stage fright, and I was even shocked. In some way, it kind of motivated me to see that even the people I see as sort of immortals become human in that moment. So it just boosted my confidence at that time.
And then when you stepped out on the stage, what was that experience like, being in front of a crowd for the first time?
Well, when I stepped out of the stage, stepped out on the stage, I had a couple of laughs because people noticed I was kind of like a little boy coming on the stage. But as soon as they heard the first line, it was like an instant opera. Because I think the song was playing on the radio prior, so.
But they didn't know who was the face behind that,
yeah, they thought it was a grown
voice.
man face.
So, but your music, oftentimes over the years, I've noticed that your music addresses social issues, and you do that with a lot of boldness. So tell me, what drives you to tackle these specific themes, and how did you go about choosing the topics for your songs?
Well, to be honest, I don't call myself a Facebook comedian, but I spend quite a bit of time cracking out the jokes on Facebook, which a lot of people enjoy as well. You know, different topics come about on Facebook, etc. And I take a lot of information from there, especially being a young man in a certain generation. And I try to bring out topics that would appeal to my generation and
the older
generation as well.
Okay. But looking back at your Calypso career, would you say that there's any one particular performance or one song that stands out to you? And if there is one, what makes it the most memorable for you?
I think it was Pit Toilet. Yeah, been my first year. Also, I was possibly one of the most popular Calypsonians that year. I had one of the biggest songs. It's true, I faltered in the semis, but I could have had a chance to possibly make history like our trilogy made.
And that was an amazing song. It was your work would influence or change the scope of Calypso in Dominica.
My aim was basically to bring more of a youthful flavor into the Calypso. Basically bringing more youth into the Calypso. Even if my aim was to bring more youth into loving the pure Calypso. The Trinidad style of the different sugar aloe, sparrow, etc. So me being a very young man coming with that style could get more people involved, more young people involved in the Calypso. And during my early years, I actually brought a lot of young people to the shows.
I remember when Pit Toilet came out. I love that song. The beginning, Pit Toilet. Like, listen, that was. I don't think that is a Calypso song that anybody can forget, because it had that sort of impact at that time, and it's a song. You know, there's always these songs that can never get old. I feel like that is one of those songs. But you have, Pit Toilet was your first, but you've put out so many great songs over the years. Can you walk us through what your creative process is like when it comes to writing and performing?
Well, I work practically with my father. What I do is I bring an idea to him, I may freestyle something, and then he takes whatever I put together, if it's a small clip or anything, a small recording, and he puts it together. So, and then after he brings out the masterpiece through that, and we go through it again, and whatever I may want to change, we'll go through it and.
Okay, so you go from idea to daddy to work on it to a finished product.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see, it's a whole family affair. But in recent times, you've mentioned that since you came on the scene, you faced a lot of challenges within the Calypso industry. You spoke about issues with the competition judging and the impact that it had or has on your career. Can you elaborate on any of these challenges and how they influence your decision to retire from Calypso competition?
Well, I wouldn't want to say too much because it might end up being like a Cat Williams interview. But,
no, we're not Club Shay Shay over here.
I'll elaborate as much as I can.
Yeah.
I started getting a lot of negative feedback from certain people, like from my first year. Certain, as you say, communities. It's affecting me in terms of judging, the influence on the judging, the influence in other activities, such as, I'm not sure if you remember the Rising Star section from Pearl Festival where they saw young artists.
Yes.
Yeah, my name was taken off of that list many years by certain people that have influence.
But you were a rising star.
Yeah, it was at the time. Also job opportunities were taken from me. So
when you say job opportunities, you mean like opportunities to perform?
No. Personally.
You mean in your personal
life? Yes.
Wow. Outside of music?
Yeah, that's why even in my statement, which I put out on social media, I always said that it's deeper than Calypso.
Right.
So me making the decision to leave is not a decision for me per se, but the fact that sometimes you have children, and victimization sometimes stems down to your children as well.
So do you feel that it is because of the themes and the topics of your songs that caused you to be victimized or to miss out on these opportunities?
I know so.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That is very unfortunate. But I know that you have a huge fan base. I mean, you've been doing this for so many years, since you were 18. Now you're a full-grown man with child. So you're doing the whole adult thing now. So you've been in this for a very long time. So how has this support from your fan base influenced your career, and what message do you have for your fans, seeing that you have decided to take a step back from competition? Are you just not going to compete and keep putting out music, or are you just retiring from the musical industry altogether?
Honestly, I'm not too sure of my final answer yet for that.
You're still weighing your options?
Yeah, just weighing my options. I am leaving. My message to the fans, thank you for all the support over the years, and honestly, without them, I would have maybe left a while back through all the pressures, through the early years. I think I took a break. I took a couple of breaks. I took a 2-year break in 2017 and 2018, and came back in 2019, took a 2-year break again in 2021, in 2020 and 2021, and came back for the last 2 years, but it's kind of been like the same recurring thing.
Yeah. So, if you could change anything about the culture of the music industry or the creative industry in general in Dominica, what would it be? Because as somebody who's faced a lot of challenges, there must be things that you want to see done differently. So,
well, I can speak in terms of on the Calypso side. I think Dominica is the only country in the Caribbean that doesn't get as much financial support from government. The Calypso, carnival season. The Calypso Association basically has to do everything on their own. Balance everything on their own. Not even to say like at least giving a subvention.
Yeah.
Also, even though it's, let's say, minus VAT or something, you know, a lot of expenses to pay with the association. I say we because the Calypsonians, everybody is there. That aspect, I wish we were getting at least a little more help from them.
And if you were to give a piece of advice to a young musician or somebody who aspires to be a Calypsonian and is looking up to you, what sort of advice would you give them on getting involved in the field?
Be true to what you are, and always stay the course.
But you're staying off the course. you're leaving. So one might say, but he contradicting himself because he's telling me be true to myself. He's been true to himself. He's telling me to stay the course, but he's staring off the course because he decided to retire. What would you say to that?
In my case, sacrifices have to be made for my son.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically for him. So at the end of the day, I don't want him being victimized. For some personal reasons which Carrie mentioned, I've been to move him, but if someone I don't want to be victim of it.
So apart from your music career, what are some of your passions or interests that you pursue outside of music?
Outside of music, well, currently a fire officer, that's my career.
Okay.
I have quite an educational background in economics as well and finance. So I hope to further my studies in that field. Hopefully at the new open campus very soon. So at least I'll have more time for that.
So in your statement you said that you were moving on for more spiritual and personal growth. So as you move forward, do you have any projects or initiatives that we can expect to see from you in the future, or is it a case where we're just not gonna hear anything from Back Island?
Well, I currently do reggae dancehall as well.
Okay.
So we may see some projects coming soon in that genre.
So tell us a little bit about that and what caused you to go into reggae and dancehall. Is that something that you've always been interested in?
Yeah, I've always loved the genre.
Yes.
And then my young days, you know, we all had our young wild days. So
Yes.
when I was young, but I was a serious cartel fan. Vibes cartel fan. Used to know all these songs word for word. Sing them. We used to have the body dancer walk events everywhere. I grew up in Goodale. The guys I quote on tea. And I noticed how we brought the music forward.
Right.
Reggae dancehall. And I always admired that. First time I tried it out, it was always one of those that always motivated me and told me that I had the ability to take it very far.
Right. Okay, so well, I look forward to hearing what you put out in that genre. I know you've been amazing in Calypso, but you know, it's always interesting when you see. It's always interesting to see, you know, artists diversify and, you know, explore different genres, because, you know, we've known you for being, you know, Calypso. So I'm curious to hear what you sound like on the reggae and dancehall scene. So I look forward to the projects that you are going to put out.
Funny thing is, in the reggae dancehall genre, I have quite a large catalog already.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of people doing this.
Oh,
Maybe I'm with them, but or you may have with them and they don't know it.
Yeah, because we're custom. When they're Calypsonians, there's a specific style when it comes to singing Calypso that would not translate to another genre. So probably I did hear a Black Diamond song and I didn't realize. But you said you have a wide catalog. So for those like me who never heard that different side of you, where can we find this music?
You can go to YouTube at Black Diamond Music. Also, you can get the music on Spotify, Apple Music, different platforms, all the different platforms.
Okay,
TikTok as well.
And if we want to stay up to date with you so we don't miss a beat, even if you step out of the limelight, how can we do that?
Yeah, subscribe to Black Diamond Music on YouTube, on also on Instagram, Black Diamond Music, as if I said on a Q.
Okay, so guys, you heard it from Black Diamond. If you are not subscribed to his YouTube as yet, be sure to do that. Follow him on Instagram and on Facebook so you don't miss a beat on any of his future projects. But Black Diamond, any last words you want to say to our viewing public?
Yeah, it's I want to thank you very much for having me today. It's an honor.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, I'm actually a very big fan of your show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, view most of the episodes from once I'm able to. It is most times. So it's an honor to be here, and I'm delighted and elated that I think got the invite to get here. Trust me.
Well, it was my absolute pleasure to have you, and I am happy and elated that you decided to talk to me. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Parle. Of course, we are at Tropical Blends Cafe, located upstairs the Privo Cinema in Roseau. This is the home of Parle with Cranberry, and this episode was brought to you compliments GBA Enterprises Limited, located on 106C Independence Street in Roseau. Visit them for all your beverage needs, and if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go subscribe to Black Diamond, and of course hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get post notifications every time I upload a new video. And of course, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Step into the world of GBA Enterprises, Dominica's leading beverage supplier where quality and variety meet. Our vision is to exceed your expectations with an exciting selection of beverages, from the finest wines to unique spirits and beers. Discover our commitment to bringing you the best with a focus on enhancing your business and personal experiences. Join us at GBA Enterprises and taste the difference quality makes. Visit us on 106C Independence Street in Roseau, Dominica.